Hello there and welcome back. Now this is something a little bit different today, but what we've got here is one of these EMC preamps. It's easily available through eBay and various other suppliers, and we're going to test it out. It's supposed to be quite good, and let's see how it goes. What we'll start with is the Waveform Generator on 150 megs with an input signal of minus 50 dBm, and we're just running it straight out through a cable directly into the Spectrum Analyser, and you can see on the screen very clearly our signal. The mark is pointing at 150 megs and we're around about the minus 50 dB. It's not a very stable signal at that level, but it's clearly visible at the minus 50 dB mark and centered on 150 megahertz. Alright, so let's connect the amplifier in and see what difference it makes. Okay, the amplifier is plugged in. You can see the power is on. You can see we're still at 150 megahertz and at minus 50 dBm, and on the Spectrum Analyzer we can now see at 150 megs the mark is on, and we're looking at about a minus 25 dBm, which would indicate around about 25 dB gain, and that, frankly, at that frequency is roughly what I expected to see. According to the sales blurb that you get on the various different eBay sites, at 145 megs gain of 25 dB. So that's roughly what we're seeing. The device itself was rated from 50 megs up to 4 gigahertz. We're not seeing any details above that there really, but at 1296, 23 centimeters would see 13 dB gain. So this is potentially something that could be quite useful in the shack for receiving, giving a boost. At those frequencies you could use it for Wi-Fi propagation, or even just increasing the gain of your TV signal coming into the house. So it has multiple uses. Now this is a different device. Quite some time ago I purchased this, and of course everything's upside down. Let me just try and spin that around. And there we have it. Let's get the light reflection off it. And it's much the same as the previous device. It's basically a high frequency amplifier with very low noise levels, and we're doing the same thing here. We're putting in 150 megahertz at 50 volts, and we'll just put some power on it and see how it looks. So the frequency we're supplying and the level is the same as before with the EMC. Power is on, as we will see over here. We're only giving it 9.3 volts, whereas we were supplying 12 volts to the EMC, and the output here is a stunning 19.6 dB, which is considerably more gain. That's quite a surprise. I wasn't expecting to see that. But now it shows to anyone who's watching that you don't have to buy the fully encapsulated device, which is around about $30 or $40 here in Australia. The little cheapo $25, no, it was less than that, $15 device can work just as well. I'll just pause this for a second, and what I'll do is I'll put it back in its little case and let you see it in the case. that I made for it, basically. Alright, now the case for it, it's really simple. It's just one of those little hobby cases you can buy. Cut a couple of slots in the side. It has a nice little output either end for the power cable to run through, and we'll just sit that back on there, and there it is. Supply of 6 to 12 volts. It's supposed to have a 30 dB gain, and it's looking pretty good actually. So nice cheap little device. You can use it as a wideband amplifier for any incoming frequencies, in this particular case up to 2 gigs, whereas the EMC supposedly up to 4 gigahertz. Thanks very much for watching. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thank you.